Fox News alert. The Wall Street Journal is reporting the CIA has reportedly just offered a buyout to its entire workforce. Everyone in the agencies telling employees late today they can quit their jobs and receive about 8 months of pay and benefits. It's a part of Trump's push to downsize the federal government. More as we get it.
All right, Shalom. I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Double salutations to all you Akim out there laboring. The house of David, the elect, that's pushing this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers, and shalom to the elect. I'm back with another quick lesson through the Holy Spirit, the Rakakwadash. Jumping right into this article here. This is from newstarget.com. In the headline, it reads, CIA insiders threaten to leak secrets if Trump fires them, exposing deep state loyalties. Okay, and this is a big deal because the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, is using Trump to stir up more political and government division. Like it says in Isaiah 14, the worm is spread under thee. Let's get that. All right, this is Isaiah chapter 14 in verse 11, and it reads, it says, thy pomp is brought down to the grave. That pomp going back to the pride of this place. All right, that pride and arrogance. Thy pomp is brought down to the grave in the noise of thy vows. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. See, let's get this word for worms. All right. So this word for worms, the Hebrew word is ramah. Ramah. It says maggot, worm, as cause and sign of decay. You see that? So the decay, it ties into this place, collapsing from within. That's what's happening right now. It says a maggot as rapidly bred, literally or figuratively worm, cause and sign of decay. Boom. It says all indicate corruption. There's a lot of corruption within this American system. All right. The corruption, the scandals, the wickedness that's being exposed, the shameful spewing that's going on. All right. Like I said before in my previous lesson, this place is in complete shambles. You see, all indicate corruption. Right. And this is what we see amongst this system. All right, so going back again, the headline, CIA insiders threaten to leak secrets if Trump fires them, exposing deep state loyalties. And we all know that America is just a corporation underneath the elites, the bankers, the international bankers, which I have put in here on the AI. And it says, the idea that America operates like a corporation controlled by elites suggests that a small group of wealthy individuals and corporations significantly influence government policies and decision-making, often at the expense of the average citizen. Now, hold on. Now, they brought this out, a few days ago, which I brought out in the previous lesson. Let me pull that up too. All right, because they're basically telling you, this is from the Wall Street Journal. It says, meet the world's 24 super billionaires. It says the ultra rich are growing in numbers and changing wealth as we know it. All right. So these are what you call your, your technocrats, basically the forerunners for the bankers, man, who the bankers are using to pretty much, run the show, to usher in their agendas. OK, because what Trump is doing right now is he's created that divide. He's getting rid of the middle class. So you're either going to be poor or you're either going to be rich. All right. And the rich are the ones that are pretty much in power right now, man. That are running these billionaires, so-called, that are running America. You got Elon Musk. Right. I saw this, too. It's from the epochtimes.com. It says Musk is a special government employee. What is that? All right. This guy is, cutting all types of federal jobs. He's managing the federal budget and all of that. So it's a lot of things that's going on behind the scenes, man. All right. And as we said before, he's the one that's really in power. If the spirit have it, we'll come back to this, but I want to get back to the point here. All right. because there's a lot of things that's going on behind the scenes. All right, you got Trump and Zelensky arguing in the White House, which we know all of that shit is staged, but at the same time, the Lord is still working his work. All right, because all these things that I'm talking about here tie in again to what the downfall of Babylon, America. All right, but reading on this article here, it says CIA employees may leak sensitive secrets to foreign adversaries if fired, raising concerns about loyalty and national security, right? And this place is vulnerable. It's wide open to be taken for some type of attack, cyber attack, anything, man, which has been, continuously talked about in the news, right? And what we see here is, like the elders say, reservoir dogs. All these devils are going to be turning on each other because, within this very government, you got, people that don't trust each other. Even government employees don't trust each other, right? It says CNN warns mass firings could create insider threats with ex-employees vulnerable. See, with ex-employees vulnerable to recruitment by hostile nations. It says critics argue the narrative protects, quote, deep state and its media allies, not national security. The report highlights contradictions. Are these employees value assets or liabilities with low integrity? The situation underscores the challenges Trump faces in reforming government and holding the intelligence community accountable, right? So this is what you call treason, right? It says the definition, it says of treason, it says the betrayal of an allegiance towards one's own country, especially committing hostile acts against it or aiding its enemies in committing such acts. So these federal employees are like, look, if you fire us, we're just going to leak all the secrets, man. We're going to expose you, basically. And that's what Isaiah 47? Isaiah 47:1, it says, come down and sit in the dust. All right, that dust represents confusion. Okay, this place being brought low. O virgin daughter of Babylon, sit on the ground, there is no throne. Or, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate, because this place is about to get hit, man, with some type of attack. All right, and you got these, fired agents that's threatened to expose the secrets, man, which is going to allow this place to be taken. All right, it says, take the millstones, grind mill, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers, meaning expose this place. You see that? The scriptures also say that that their own mouths, their own tongues shall fall upon themselves, man. You see, so this is heavy stuff, man. All right, there's a lot going on behind the scenes, man. You see, this place is getting exposed left and right every day, man. All types of shit is coming out. It says, in a revelation that underscores the deep-seated resistance within the intelligence community, right? Let me read that again. It says, in a revelation that underscores the deep-seated resistance within the intelligence community to President Donald Trump's cost-cutting initiatives, reports have emerged suggesting that disgruntled CIA employees may leak sensitive state secrets to foreign adversaries if they are fired. All right, as we read that definition of treason. All right, they're going to give up all America's high-level secrets. You see, this place is cooked, man. It says this alarming threat, first highlighted in an ominous February 24 CNN article, has raised serious questions about the loyalty and integrity of certain intelligence operatives and the allies in the media. All right, it says, reading on here, it says the CNN piece titled, quote, how Trump's government cutting moves risk exposing the CIA secrets, warned that mass firings at the CIA could create a pool of financially vulnerable or resentful former employees ripe for recruitment by foreign intelligence services like China or Russia. See, it says the article cited unnamed sources who claim that top CIA officials are quietly discussing the risk of disgruntled ex-employees sharing classified information with hostile nations. Man, it's over. You see? And this is the Lord. Hey, another reason why this place is going to be utterly destroyed, man. All right? The Lord is making this place vulnerable. All right? He's leaving America, Babylon wide open to be taken down. All right? These things, like it says back in Isaiah, let me go back. They didn't consider these things, right? It's Isaiah 47 again in verse 7. Isaiah 47, verse 7, it says, "And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it." Yeah, see, America didn't consider what these things that are happening right now, right? They thought they were good. So now you fire these employees, these CIA employees, these federal employees. They're gonna leak your they're gonna leak your secrets. They're gonna expose you, and that's a major threat to this place, man. It says, but this is a legitimate concern or a thinly veiled threat from the so-called deep state to undermine Trump's efforts to streamline government operations. You see, and we'll get a little bit more here. A cozy relationship between CNN and the deep state. All right. It says the real threat is employees who lack integrity. Let's read a little bit of this. It says, if the CNN report is to be believed, the very employees who might leak sensitive information are the ones the CIA should be most eager to fire. As the Federalist noted, those, quote, those with too little integrity to exit with grace should not be employed in jobs with access to sensitive information. But it's too late, man. It's over. It says the article also highlighted the absurdity of CNN's argument. Are these employees valued model intelligence officers or loose lip liabilities? Right? The media's contradictory messaging suggests a deeper agenda to protect their sources within the intelligence community and maintain their ability to publish propaganda. All right. So there's a lot happening, as I said. So that's the point. So you get it. So let's grab some more scriptures here, man. All right. Because like I said, this is a very big deal, man. All right. This is Obadiah 1:6. It says, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? So once again, tying it back to what we read about these employees exposing this place, man. All right. Esau being searched out, being exposed. All right, America being exposed. Verse 7, it says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is no understanding in him. Let me read this in the NLT to make my point. Obadiah 1:7, NLT. It says, all your allies will turn against you. They will help to chase you from your land. They will promise you peace while plotting to deceive and destroy you. Your trusted friends will set traps for you, and you won't even know about it. And that's kind of what's happening here, man. These, like it said in the article, these disgruntled, ex-employees, threaten to, reveal, America's secrets, the ties to the deep state and all of that other stuff, man. All right. So it's pretty much a wrap on this place, man. All right. Division is going out every day, man. And just adding some more here on that division. Let me pull this up. Bear with me. Right? Here's another point of that. It says, this is from AmericasFirstReport.com. It says, Americans do not want this. Democrats will keep losing if they push radical gender ideology, right? So this place is finished, man. All right, the things that they push, the sodomy, the transformism, men using women's bathrooms, all right, men playing women's sports, just crazy, and that's why I said before, this place is going mad. Let's play a little bit of this too, because this all ties into the division and downfall of Babylon, right?
In court, so there are still some not just sitting Indian style on a couch and speaking condescendingly to Bill Maher, but also those still in government who promised to defy President Donald Trump. Attorney General Pam Bondi has said California, Minnesota, Maine, get ready to deal with the legal system if you defy the executive orders of the President of the United States. Joining us in all of this now is Meg Brock from the Daily Caller. Meg, thanks for being with us. The other piece of information I would share with you and the audience is where exactly the public is on this issue of transgender athletes competing in women's sports. Look at this. New York Times Ipsos shows almost 80% of Americans agree with President Trump. And yet here we have governors in Maine and other states saying, no, we're going to protect this issue that might have just tanked our entire electoral hopes.
Yeah, this place is divided all over the fucking place, man. Again, Mark 3 and 24. Let's pull that one in the NLT as well. Mark 3 and 24 in the NLT. It says, a kingdom divided by civil war will collapse. Okay? And that's what's happening. It says, similarly, a family splintered by feuding will fall apart. If Satan is divided and fights against himself, how can he stand? He will never survive. See that? So this place is, like I said, is done for. All right? Let me get another scripture, because hey, these damn devils don't know left from right, man. All right? This is an unfit rulership, and that's why the Lord is bringing this place down. Isaiah 82. Isaiah 82 and verse 5. Right? Isaiah 82 and 5, and it reads, it says, they know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. Everything is upside down because of this unwise king, these damn Edomites, man. All right, he wasn't fit to rule. He's a childish king, man. And this is why the Lord is getting ready to move his ass out the way. All right, all of this BS that's going on throughout this society, man. Right, let's play a little bit more of that.
Mm-hmm. You got to wonder if the Democrats just like losing, because to your point, this is a losing issue for them. America has rejected transgender ideology. We understand that women are women, men are men, and that our daughters deserve to be safe in their locker rooms, to be safe at sports, and to have a chance to win. And it's extremely unfair that anyone would suggest that a girl who is working so hard as a student athlete should have her opportunity to win taken away, as that state legislator said, from a biological boy, from a man. It's absolutely ridiculous. Americans do not want this. And I think that there is an army rising of just normal citizens and different people who are going to protect our girls.
You know, Meg, I think about this, and I think it's tied to the last segment that we did on the repositioning of the Washington Post, where they said they're going to focus on free markets and personal liberties. The left, at least, argues that this trans issue is an issue of personal liberties. You can hear it in that conversation between an Obama bro and Bill Maher. He's saying, leave this up to people to decide. But we don't leave it up to children to decide whether or not they drink, whether or not they take drugs, whether or not they get tattoos. Why is it all of a sudden a message of libertarian personal liberty if a kid wants to change his medical situation, his gender?
Yeah, this is complete darkness. All right, Isaiah 60. All right, all the more reasons why this place has to go. Isaiah 60 and 2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. All right, hey, these are conversations that are being had on national television, man. All right, stupid shit. All right, gross darkness the people, but the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai shall rise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee, right? Just want to hit that word for darkness as well. All right, in gross darkness, right? In gross darkness, the people, all right? Heavy or dark cloud, darkness, gross darkness, thick darkness, right? Matter of fact, there's another one. All right, here we go. This word, darkness, kashak, right? Darkness, obscurity, It says darkness, figuratively, misery, destruction, death, ignorance, sorrow, and wickedness. And that's what you see here. All right? Darkness consumes the minds of these people here in Babylon, man. This is why this place, again, is on its way out. All right? Can't make this up.
Well, there are two sexes, and we know that from simple biology. There's an ova and there's a sperm. There's no third gamete. When President Trump signed the order ending the mutilation of children through alleged sex change, he was right to call it that. We don't let anyone abuse children in this country. And when you see 12-year-old little girls, for example, having their breasts removed, being sterilized, having these medical treatments that are extremely experimental, all to sell them a lie that you can change your sex. You cannot change your sex. So no, this is not an issue of personal liberty, because the entire premise is false, and we are absolutely harming children. There are so many transitioner voices who are speaking up and really leading this cause. You think of Chloe Cole and just sharing her story of what has been done to her. And really, this is an issue of protecting children. We do have limits, and protecting children is absolutely something that is fundamental to our society.
Bullshit, man. Meanwhile, you got trafficking going on, right? Hundreds of thousands of kids going missing, all right? The whole situation with the A to the chrome, you know what we're talking about, all right? The sacrifices, all this wickedness. That's why this place is a hypocritical fucking nation, man, all right? But again, you got people that's fighting for everything that she's saying, and that's why I said division is in the forefront of this place. Again, Isaiah 19:2, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor, city against city and kingdom against kingdom. All right. So eventually it's all going to hit that breaking point, that clash, as I continuously talk about. All right. So with all this is going on, all right, you got other situations like, dealing with the food. All right. Orchestrated famines. Let's pull that up as well. All right. Because you can't forget about that. All right. This situation dealing with the chicken. All right. It says, is a bird flu juice pack for chickens coming soon? Let's play this.
Well, we know egg prices still sticker shocked, with prices rising 53% year over year and 15% in January alone. That is largely driven by the bird flu, wiping out farms and flocks, as the CDC finds over 157 million cases in poultry birds in the last 3 years. But that is not the full story. Vice President of Eggs Unlimited, Brian Moscow-Jury, joins us now. Hey, Brian.
Hey, Ainsley, how are you? Good morning.
I'm doing well, thank you. Yeah, when we go to the grocery store, sometimes you can't find eggs. Sometimes they limit how many you can buy, and we've definitely seen the prices go up. It's affecting farmers and our restaurants and moms and dads and families. So what's the problem? Is it the bird flu? Is it supply chain? What's the crisis?
Yeah, I mean, the real crisis is that we're going through the worst bird flu outbreak that we've had in the last 10 years, since 2015, potentially the worst bird flu outbreak that we've ever had in the history of this country. We've lost 120 million birds since the beginning of 2022. In the last few months alone, since the middle of October, we've lost 45 million egg-laying hens. That's of the country's 310 million egg-laying hens. So we've lost a significant amount of production, more than 13%. So we're just dealing with supply shortages, and it's just a disaster right now because this AI virus is in 3 of the top egg-laying states in the country. It doesn't seem like it's stopping anytime soon.
God, you feel so sorry for the farmers because their livelihoods are wiped out in one swoop. Is there a better way to track the virus and prevent it?
Really, we're just trying to figure out, and the farmers are trying to figure out how the virus is getting in. I mean, there's several different catalysts, including wild migratory birds that have been flying over the country in the fall and the spring each year. It's now in the nation's dairy cattle to some extent.
Yes.
And we're also wondering, is it in the ground? Is it in the air around these farms? Some of these farms that have been able to clean out and are working on repopulating have actually been hit again. There's even, Yeah,
real quick. Everything is polluted here, man. All right. Let me get that in Jeremiah. Because like I said, this is all, these elites are bringing in, orchestrated famine. All right. They're getting ready to starve these people out. All right. This is Jeremiah 29:17, it says, "Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shah of hosts, behold, I will send upon them the sword, the famine, and the pestilence, and will make them like vile figs that cannot be eaten. They are so evil." And you can apply this to Babylon, America, as we see what's happening right now, man. All right, the Lord is judging this place. All right, He said that He would break their staff of bread. All right, and this is why we see. Let me get that in the Apocrypha as well. In 2nd Ezra 6, suddenly the storehouses shall be found empty. All right, because people forgot about the supply chain. Right now America's really literally operating off the reserves, and in due time, it's not going to be anything left. All right, 2nd Ezra 6:22, "And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty." Right? There's going to be food shortages, famines. Okay, places are going to run out of food and water. Okay, and the trumpet shall give a sound which every man heareth. They shall suddenly be afraid. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. Why? Because of the lack of resources. All right, it says, "And the earth shall stand in fear, and those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and 3 hours they shall not run." All right, so we're getting ready to see some things, man. All right, and it's only getting worse.
Some speculation around drones that are flying around the farms, potentially bringing the virus in. So the farms really need help in identifying where the virus is coming in from, and then solutions to stopping the virus so that they can repopulate, resupply, and ultimately help to bring egg prices back down.
How have you been impacted, and what exactly does Eggs Unlimited do?
So Eggs Unlimited is one of the largest national and international suppliers of shell eggs in the country. We service major retail accounts, distributors, food service accounts, and we're also a national broker. It's difficult, right? There's less production out there in the market. There's less eggs available. Right now, we're really focused on making sure that our customers are getting the orders and their supply, and making sure that they have eggs on their shelves for consumers, and trying to limit their impact with the pricing and the supply chain shortages that we're currently seeing right now.
Brian, what about regulations like the
Yeah, so it's like, what the hell are they doing to the chicken, man? And there's an attack, as I brought lessons out before, there's an attack on the food supply, man. All right? They're Salakia. They're jabbing up the cows and the chickens. This man is polluting everything, man. All right? So times that are coming are going to get extremely heavy, and we're not going to read that, right? But just making the point, okay? A new JAB for bird flu has conditional approval for chickens. What to know? So it's man, this shit is done. Let's play that real quick. Can I start it from the beginning?
Bird flu continues spreading across the country. There's now new evidence that it is mutating beyond chickens and cows. A Nevada dairy worker reportedly tested positive for a new variant of the disease. The new strain has killed one person and severely infected 2 others. Public health officials also say the disease is spreading to other animals. One was a cat that had to be put down after showing symptoms of bird flu.
There can be neurological symptoms with this, as I understand it, so that might look like circling around unusually.
While the CDC maintains the risk to the general public is low, the economic consequences are starting to mount. The cost of eggs is still climbing, along with chicken and other poultry products. Some states like New York are shutting down poultry markets, hoping to stop the spread.
Yeah, so here we go again, right? Jeremiah 28:8. Jeremiah 28:8, it says, "The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries, against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence." All right, these things are happening. The scriptures are speaking. All right, and speaking about the war, just thinking about that real quick. Remember Trump? He told Zelensky that you're gambling with nuclear war, right? And that's on the table, as we talked about, the World War III. All right. World War III is still on the table. Europe wants boots on the ground in Ukraine. See? So there is no peace. Okay? This is the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua at the end of the day, man. So things are happening. All right? Evils, wars, and pestilence. All right? So it's pretty much a wrap, man. I just want to put this out here of the various things that are going on that all lead to the end of this place, man. So I pray that you were edified. You know, I'm going to close it out by giving all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, and Shalom.